What's up, guys? Welcome back to Car Studio, and it is indeed car flip season. And boy, do I have a good one today. Another case of a misdiagnosed luxury car, a 2010 Mercedes ML350. I got this car for a super good deal through word of mouth. Those are the best deals, way better than finding one and buying from a stranger on Marketplace or another website. And the story with this car I'll talk about in just a minute. It did not look this good when I got it, and it had a ton of error messages and issues, but it did make it on a 25-mile journey back here to the house with nothing major, really, just a bunch of error messages on the dash and a misfire. But like I said, I'll talk about all that in a minute, and I'll show you what it looked like when I first got it. But for now, let's do a walk around and talk a little bit about it. Outside looks pretty clean, doesn't it? Before I talk about what I did to make it look this good, let me show you what it looked like before that. So for Halloween, the previous owner decided to cover it in those bloody stickers you just saw. Apparently her son likes it, which I love that. That's awesome. But they've been on there for at least a month, maybe 2 months, right? So it took about an hour and a half with a heat gun and some lacquer thinner to get all those off. But underneath was, as you can see, a beautiful ML350. And I did not expect the body to be in as good a shape as it is, especially for the price I paid, which I'll tell you later in the video and break down what I've done to it so far. This is the next generation after the ML55 AMG, except that's a base model. It's only two-wheel drive. It's a V6. My ML55 is a big 5.5 liter V8, 350 horsepower, all-wheel drive, just torque monster. But even though it's a base model, it does have more amenities than the older version. This one has a backup camera, factory navigation, which that one had factory navigation, didn't have a backup camera though. Bluetooth for your telephone, not the audio, and you know, power folding mirrors, which the AMG ironically has those also, but they don't fold when you lock the car, which is a very neat party trick and lets you know that the doors are locked. Before I move to the inside, I just want to point out how good these headlights look, and as you saw in the previous video, they did not look like that before. Here's a before and after picture. So all I did to these, and what I do to all of them, is I sand them down with 1000 grit, clean them really good with final wash or wax and grease remover, and then clear coat them, and it makes the front end of these vehicles look so much better. I do not list a vehicle until I get the headlights clear like this. It makes them look a lot newer, a lot more well taken care of, and from the outside, most people don't even realize that this is 12 years old and has 202,000 miles on it. So before we go on a test drive, I'll just show you the carpets and other parts of the interior that still need attention. Mainly they're just really dirty. The driver's seat does have wear. The heated function still works, but this cover is 200 bucks. I don't know if it's going to help to sell that much, so I'm not sure I'm going to fix that yet. I have done those before. They're not hard to do. Coming back here, these seats are in good shape. Again, just very dirty. The carpets are dirty. I'm actually dropping it off tomorrow to be detailed, and he's got a nice extractor. Hopefully he can bring those carpets out a little bit more. Power liftgate works fine. Back here, again, just dirty. He's going to shampoo and extract all of this. In here, we've got all the spare tire and tools. Still has a cargo cover, tonneau cover. And over here, again, very dirty. It looks like some makeup like exploded there. I vacuumed some of it out, but most of it is just ingrained into the carpet there. But like I said, we got a glove box on the way. That'll fix the broken pieces of the interior and you know, get the carpet shampooed, and that's probably all I'm going to do to the interior of this thing. Now, if I were to compare this to my ML55, I would say that this is more redefined. Obviously it's newer, a lot more technology, and it's just a smoother driving, more comfortable daily driver than the AMG. The AMG is awesome, don't get me wrong, but it kind of drives like a Jeep, or you know, something rugged. It's a tank, really. I mean, it's a body over frame construction, and it has torsion axles instead of struts, and you know, you can tell it's kind of an older, solid four-wheel drive vehicle. The driving experience is better with the added horsepower and torque, obviously, but this thing just feels so much newer. It really feels newer than a 2010. Even with 202,000 miles, this thing drives super smooth. And with that said, we're gonna take it around the block, quick test drive, and I'll show you how smooth this thing is. It's got the newer shifter up here, shift selector, like our GL550 has, and I like that option. It's so convenient to just be right here with your index finger, put it in park, drive, reverse, instead of reaching down here. Like I said before, I've got all the error messages down to just that ESP light, and that is a steering angle sensor, and the tire pressure light just came on today, so I'll have to check on that. You know, I really don't know why people buy anything other than a German luxury car, especially Mercedes. With BMW, you can talk about reliability, even though I've had really good luck out of my BMWs in terms of reliability. But, you know, this Mercedes and all the ones I've owned have just been phenomenal in terms of reliability. I've never had one with a major engine failure or transmission issue. I hate to sound biased, but German cars are superior in almost every aspect. With domestic vehicles, it might be a little bit easier to work on, a little bit easier to get parts, but you get what you pay for, and with a luxury German car, the quality is definitely there. Like I said, most of them don't have major engine or transmission issues, at least with Mercedes. They drive phenomenal. When you shut the door, you feel the quality. And when it comes to safety features, there's so much going on that the average person isn't aware of. With the ABS and the stability control, I mean, these cars, you can be in snow and get kicked sideways, and it literally feels like somebody picked the car up and set it back down straight for you. And that's not something you get when you buy, you know, a Chevy Cobalt or an Impala or a Ford Taurus. Yeah, they have traction control and ABS, but I've had all of those cars, and trust me, it does not work the same as Germans and their engineering. So, what did I pay for this car, and what do I have in it now? It was purchased for $1,500, and I told the girl, I was honest with her, I said, I'll be honest, it does not have you know, any major issues. It doesn't need a computer, but it does have a host of other issues, and it's going to be quite a bit of work. So she was happy with that price. Carvana offered her $2,000, and I don't know why she didn't go through with that. I think with Carvana, the nearest one to us is Columbus, and you have to meet them within 50 miles of a Carvana store or whatever. So it was just easier for me. I came up to her house, I gave her cash, and you know, we left with it. And she was happy with that. I was happy with that. Now this car has a market value I've seen them anywhere from $6,000 to $12,000, and that was with mileage ranging from 100,000 to 180. Again, this one's got 202,000. Interior isn't the cleanest, so I think I'm going to list it around $5,000, and I think it'll sell quick. I gotta edit this in real quick. I forgot to mention, when we're talking about quality in German vehicles, their e-coat process. That's the coating that they put on vehicles before they go to paint in the factory. And whatever their e-coating process is, it's got to be light years ahead of American vehicles and other countries. Obviously Japan, their cars are known for rust. German cars, that's not something that they do. Again, this is a 2010 model. It has no rust anywhere, and it's been in West Virginia its whole life. And you put this beside a 2010 Ford or Chevy, and the rockers are rusted, the wheel arches are rusted. And these Mercedes, I mean, even my AMG, it has no rust on it. When I got it, a little bit of surface rust under the doors, but as far as the frame goes underneath, super solid still, no rust to speak of. And it's just another one of the things you get what you pay for. Alright guys, and with that, I'm going to end this video. I just wanted to show you the latest acquisition in my car flipping season, and stay tuned for more. I'm going to do an update on this vehicle as well as the 325xi that I picked up last week, and show you how they turned out, everything that I fixed, what they ended up selling for. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe, hit that like button. See you guys next time.